Hi, I'm Damon Smith, Extension Field Crops Pathologist at the University of Wisconsin-Madison.
I'm Kevin Shelley, Outreach Educator with the UW Nutrient and Pest Management Program.
So, Kevin, we're in this environment where we have historically high fertilizer prices, and things have come down a little bit, but there's still some challenges out there in terms of efficiency on farm. What are some things we could do from a nutrient management perspective in terms of just trying to get a hold on what we should be putting out, where we could save inputs, and those sorts of things?
Well, one of the main practices we want to make sure we're up to date on is soil testing. So we need to take those soil samples at recommended density, and which is generally one sample per 5 acres of field that we have. And what that can do is really help us to inventory what the background level of nutrients we have in each field and across the farm is, which will allow us to better match our fertilizer purchases, also if we have manure, according to the soil test levels and the crops that we plan to grow. And really, we do tend to see quite a bit of variability in terms of soil fertility across the farm, so the soil test can really help us identify that and help us prioritize how to allocate our nutrient resources in the most economically efficient way.
So, we're approaching this harvest time for various crops. We're just coming off the last alfalfa harvest. We're going to be probably harvesting soybeans starting here in about a month or so. Is fall a good time for soil testing, and how late into the fall can we go if this is a good time to test?
Well, fall is a good time just because we'll have that information that we can process, use, look over the winter time. But any time really is a good, the main thing is to take the soil test. Right. And there can be some difference in terms of the results that we get from fall sampled soils versus spring sampled soils. It's can be marginally different, but there is some reason why we might want to be consistent from one year to the next as to whether we're sampling in the fall versus sampling in the spring. But again, I think the most important thing is just to make sure we have a current set of soil tests that we can use.
So current, like how far back should we be?
The guideline is once every at least 4 years. 3 years is a little bit better. And it also kind of depends on what our background levels of fertility might be. If we're pretty low on certain fields, we might want to do it a little bit more frequently just to track our progress. Mm-hmm. But once every 3 to 4 years is the general guideline.
All right. So test. If you'd like to learn more about soil testing or nutrient management or pest management, feel free to visit the NPM website at ipcm.wisc.edu, or feel free to visit your local extension educator.